Hi all, this is Karthik from Design School, the place where I teach you how to design, build and customize your websites. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's get into today's video. A theme called Monstroid 2, which is a multi-purpose modular theme built especially for Elementor. And there are also other themes on Theme Forest such as Newspaper that have a lot of premium functionality. So the question here for a beginner is why you should get this theme and what's its purpose. I'm going to explain all that in this video, stay tuned. First off, the first one is it's a multi-purpose theme built to work with Elementor. You've seen what we've done so far with Elementor and there are a lot of other touches coming soon on Elementor. Since Elementor is an integral part of this theme, literally anything is possible with unlimited add-ons and all the plugins that support Elementor. Of course, Elementor Pro itself is a really powerful plugin. So if you have Elementor Pro, this theme will work really well with Elementor Pro offered. And here's the third reason or the third advantage this theme has over other themes such as Astra, GeneratePress and OceanWP. You buy this theme from TemplateMonster.com. So you're basically paying just once. There's no recurring subscription. You just buy it once and you use it on your website forever. It's just there. If you want to use it on another website, well, you need to get another license. This is similar to what Theme Forest has been doing. So you don't have to pay any subscription charges. Plus, this theme comes with a lot of Jet plugins. So I just downloaded this theme. I bought this theme, downloaded it, and here are the plugins available with this theme. So it comes with Jet Blocks, Jet Blog, Jet Elements, Jet Menu, and all these plugins, they together cost quite a lot, but those are all bundled into this theme and you just pay one price for this theme. There's no recurring subscription, there's no upgrade, no downgrade. Just buy this theme, build the website that you dream. It's that easy. So those are the three primary reasons why you should consider buying this theme. Plus it has the flexibility of LM. So now that you've understood when you should buy this theme over the other themes or pay subscription for others, you had your reasons. Now that you've bought your theme, it comes with a zip package. All you need to do is to unzip the zip file that you get. You can go to Theme Wizard and this is the plugin that will install the theme on its own and all the components required for this theme to work smoothly. So you can simply drag this plugin or upload it to your WordPress site. So on your WordPress site, you can go to plugins, click on add new. We'll just drag our theme wizard into that and it'll automatically install all the required files. I already have CrocBlock set of tools installed on my website, so I don't need that. I can do manual install, but hey, this is a feature that I provide. So I'll just drag in. I chose my file. I'll click on install now. It will ask you for your credentials. So once you buy the theme, you get the credentials from TemplateMonster.com. So enter those credentials and activate it. It's that easy and it will install all the required components for this theme. So I'll just click on activate plugin and I'll enter the credentials that it asks me. It basically asks you for your order ID. So put in your order ID and click on install. So that will install and activate the theme. And it gives you an option to continue with the parent theme or use child theme as well. So it will download and use the child theme instead of parent theme, but it's a personal choice. It really doesn't matter. I'll just go with parent theme since we're doing stuff with Elementor. You don't have to worry much about theme dependency unless and until you put a lot of functions in your functions.php file. We'll discuss about that later, but for now, if you're a beginner, simply continue with parent theme, click on OK, and that's it. So this wizard will basically install all the components required. So now you can select a skin. Skin is basically a whole website demo. So it'll create all the pages for a particular website. So if you want a backpack story or backpacking kind of website, you can simply click on start install and it'll install, create all the pages and actually put all the dummy content into it. So you can simply customize that with Elementor and it makes your life a whole lot easier, but it's up to you. If you want to start from scratch, you can, but it already comes with a lot of demos. So based on the skin you choose, it'll install the required plugins, but I already have the CrocBlock package, so I really don't need any other plugin because the plugin it needs are already there on my website. So if you don't have CrocBlock package, you can simply install all the plugins and themes that come bundled with this. So for this tutorial, I'll just select Monstroid 2 demo itself. I'll just click on install. So it'll install the required plugins. I don't need any of the plugins here. You can simply uncheck them because I already have them. I do, however, need contact form 7. I have the rest of, or maybe this one. So you can pick them. You can also pick extra plugins. Let's click on next. So it'll install those plugins along with the skins or the demo pages. So I just click there. So it's installing all the plugins right there. So it actually finished installing the plugins. So you can click to replace existing content. I already have some content on my website, so I'll just click on replace content. You can start right from the scratch, so none of the demo content such as images, text, all that won't be added, and you can create pages right from the scratch using Elementor and customize them further. So let's click on skip demo content installation. If you already have content on your website, you can simply skip demo content installation. If you're starting right from the scratch, just append demo content or replace your content with demo content so that you can simply tweak the content or customize the content, and all that will be changed according to your needs. I'll just skip demo content installation. I'll click on next. Okay, once you install the theme, you are now taken back to the dashboard. And if you've watched the CrocBlock tutorial or if you have the CrocBlock set of plugins, you know that CrocBlock will have an option similar to this. So it will just say CrocBlock instead of Monstroid 2, and here it will just say Monstroid 2. From here, you can click to view all the active plugins that come bundled with the theme. You can click on this plugins. So this license actually shows your license. So if you bought another license or if you're handing it over to your client, you can update the license from this field. Plugins, it shows all the available plugins installed, and it will also ask you to install the plugins if you want. So here I don't have Jet Smart Filters installed on my website, so I can simply click on this and it will install Jet Smart Filters. The same thing with Jet Popup. So you don't even need Elementor Pro pop-ups for that. And here's a big question or a confusion that most beginners have. Since header, footer, archives page, the single page and all that are customized using Elementor Pro, can I use this theme and customize header, footer, archives page and all that? The answer is yes. That's possible because of this plugin called Jet Theme Core. So it will essentially give you the same theme builder, pop-up builder functionality, theme builder functionality that Elementor Pro offers. So it will let you build your header, footer using Elementor, and it also gives you the option to add conditions. So right within this plugin, you can simply construct any template, make it your header and make it appear on few pages or across the whole site. I'll show that in a bit, but this is a big advantage that this theme has. Since it has Jet Theme Core, your header, footer can be constructed using Elementor and they can be modified using Elementor. Whereas other themes such as Astra Pro and all that, they have header, footer builder which is kind of limited, and there's no visual interface to really do that. You can simply pick toggles and options, and that's not really intuitive compared to what Elementor offers. And we'll also see what's more in this package, but the plugins tab will show all the list of active plugins. Theme is the list of theme and its child theme. So when you click on theme, it will show the currently installed theme. So if you have installed CrocBlock, it comes bundled with Kava theme. Here this is Monstroid 2 theme, and it will show that my child theme is not installed. Skins, again, complete websites with demo content. Don't be confused between skins and templates. Templates are those available within Elementor interface. So while you're working with Elementor, you get templates for various things such as header, footer, sections, complete pages or anything else. Whereas skins are complete websites. So if you install a skin, you're essentially installing a complete website. So you're essentially installing a series of pages that you can simply customize using Elementor. All this is done using Elementor, so don't worry, I'll show you all that in a bit. And under settings, you can pick few options. So under locations relations, if you have Elementor Pro, you can simply select Jet Overrides. So this will override all the Elementor Pro content with the Jet Theme Core plugin content, or you can choose Pro Overrides, which will essentially give Elementor Pro the preference. I just deactivated my Elementor Pro plugin so that I can show you that this theme works even without Elementor Pro, and that's true. You can customize your header, footer, archive page on all that without Elementor Pro and by using Elementor interface itself. I'll stick to the default option. You can check few more options here and you can click on save. I'm happy with what I have. So okay, so that's a brief overview of the dashboard under Monstroid 2. And under Monstroid 2 you have something called my library. Like I said, you can build all the templates. So you can build your page, your header, your footer, your section, archives page, singles page, all that similar to Elementor Pro, all by using this particular theme. So you don't really need Elementor Pro for this, and it's really awesome. I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, now that I have Monstroid 2 skin installed on my website, I just want to see how my site looks like. So I'll just click on visit site, and here's the demo Monstroid 2 homepage. Isn't it awesome? Without me having to do anything, I have a menu, a logo, and a call to action button, of course a fully functional page which I can edit with Elementor. So I'll just click on edit with Elementor. So it will take me to the Elementor interface, so I can tweak anything about this page. It's really awesome. And you know Elementor, if you've been watching this channel, you know the power of Elementor and all the things that we can do. So when you're building your website, the first thing that you look for is your homepage. So here we are on our homepage, tweaking our homepage. Again, this is header, which we'll discuss in a bit because it involves the Jet theme core, but page can be actually tweaked using Elementor. And as you can see, I don't have the Pro version of Elementor here. If I did, I would have had an option of Pro and all the Pro widgets. Of course, that's another drawback. If you don't have Elementor Pro, you'll miss all the widgets and the functionality that comes with the Pro. But anyway, this plugin or this theme has a lot of plugins that will mostly replace all the Pro needs that you have. So let me customize this page a bit. I'll just click on this. I'll say my new tutorial for WordPress beginners. Similarly, you can customize anything. You can also customize the background. So you can click on the section. If it becomes unclickable, just right click, go to navigator, in the first section, go to style, change the background to anything else. So I just picked another background and you can see that in effect. Also, all the functions in Elementor work just like they would. So Command Z would undo your last action, so it's back to its position. You can also use all the features of Elementor such as actions, revisions. You can also make this hide the title of the page. You can also change the page layout. You can also change the page title. You can customize the images. You can add any other widget. And speaking of widgets, they have a ton of widgets which I'll cover in a bit. So Jet Blocks, Jet Elements, Jet Woo Builder, they have most of the widgets that you need. And you can obviously install any other third-party Elementor plugins such as Unlimited Elements, Essential Add-ons, Ultimate Add-ons, or whatever you want, and simply work with them. So this is really awesome. I really have a homepage. So this is about creating or tweaking a page that's created by us by Website Skin. If you have a different kind of website, well, just go to skins. So go to your dashboard, click on Monstroid 2 and click on skins and install a different skin. Before going ahead and checking out the Elementor interface and all the awesome add-ons and plugins that this theme offers, let's first see the options provided under the customizer area of this theme. So I go to appearance and click on customize, open it in a new window or a new tab, whatever you like. So under the customizer area, there are a ton of options for you. So you can go to site identity and upload your logo. That's the first thing that we usually do. I'll just pick this, click on select. I'll skip cropping. Now since we made this header, we imported this header using Jet theme core. You won't be able to change it using this area, but anyway, we'll get into Jet theme core in a bit. So under site identity, you can choose your site name. As you can see, it's being reflected here. You can also choose its tagline, that will also be shown somewhere. You can also show tagline on top panel. If the header is the one that comes with the theme, then it's shown clearly, but this is a header that we constructed with Jet Theme Core. We'll get to that in a bit. And then you have options to show two top button, so when the user scrolls, this is the button. Click back, again it's gone. You can also show him the preloader before the page loads. Under general site settings, you can choose the favicon, which will be appearing in the browser. So let's pick a favicon for our website. So that will be shown in the browser tab. So I'll just click on select, crop image. So it would look something like this, and you can now see that the favicon is changed based on what we uploaded here. So you just need to click on publish. We'll publish after making all the changes. Again, breadcrumbs, you can enable them, but they're already part of design, so not a big deal. Social links, again you can build that using the Jet Theme Core. Page layout, you can choose between the full width or the boxed layout. So 3/4 will be the content of the page and the 1/4 will be the sidebar, and you can choose which widgets appear in the sidebar in the widgets area. Since this is a page imported using the skin, you won't see the sidebar, but on other pages other than the home page that you explicitly build, you'll clearly find the sidebar. I just made it back to a full width container. We'll go back. Colors, you can select a background color, and it's clearly visible here. So wherever you can see background color, you can change the background color, body background color for the whole theme. Here you can set your accent colors, primary text color, secondary text color, invert text color. So when your text is selected, that's when this kicks in. So link color, again as you can see, link hover color, H1 color, H3, and so on. Since this menu is actually built with Jet Theme Core, it will override all the global options. So these are like the global options that would take place if nothing is done. So if you have a link here, so that would take place there. Go back in the typography. You can again choose different font family, font style, font weight for each body text, headings, logo text. Even for buttons, you can choose a typography. So let's change this. Like I said, all the options in the customizer area are the global options, but they can be easily overridden with Elementor. So if you don't provide a separate style in Elementor Page Builder, these will be the default options while you're building the page. We'll check that out in a bit. And this is the footer copyright text, but don't worry, we'll build a footer ourselves. So I think we're done customizing the whole website. There are a ton of options here. You can go through them. We'll make another video on this. So I'll just click publish. Now that you've seen the customizer interface, let's go ahead and open any page, post, custom post type. Yes, this will definitely work with any custom post type as well. All you need to do is to go back to Elementor. Under Elementor settings, you need to select custom post types as well. So Elementor works with custom post type, and you'll be able to use the power of all these plugins in custom post types as well. Anyway, so this is my home page. I'll just click on edit with Elementor. So it'll open up the Elementor interface where all the magic of this theme really happens. Now we're just editing the page. Header will be editing it separately. Again, you'll find an option to click and edit the header itself. We'll get to that in a bit. So on the left panel, you'll see a lot of widgets other than what the standard Elementor provides. So there are jet blocks, so that they include a lot of widgets that you can play with. So you can drag some of the widgets and tweak them to your liking. I just dragged this hamburger panel. So when you click on it, it'll open up a template. So I just changed the label on the hamburger panel to social, and I just included a template that should be shown when we click on this. So let's click on it, and there's my template. You can also edit this template. It will take you to the Elementor interface so that you can edit this template, or you can simply close by clicking on this X button or clicking anywhere else on the screen. So that's the hamburger panel widget. This can be used to achieve slide-in menus just with ease. All you need to do is to design a menu and in the form of a template and include the template within this hamburger panel widget. That's it. Let's see a few more widgets. You can also add a search box wherever you want. You can also tell if it's a product search. So if you have WooCommerce, you can limit it to product search. You can also add a login form and registration form. So if you want your user to log in, you can pull in your login form, and it will require users to sign in with their credentials. So you can only view this page after logging in or something like that. There are a ton of widgets within JetBlocks that just JetBlocks. Let's get into some of the widgets in Jet Elements. Like I said, there are just ton of them, and it's impossible to just cover it in this video. Anyway, we'll get into all the widgets, all the JetBlock plugins gradually, but just for the sake of this review, I'm just showing you a few of the amazing plugins built right into this. So you can drag in a text sticker, so it will show all the latest posts. You can choose where it pulls its data from. Title tag, you can choose HTML for title tag. You can exclude posts, you can offset posts. You can also make it show post thumbnail, or you can simply remove it. You can also format the date in the way you want. You can click on this link and it will take you to format the date shown here, date and time basically. And there are a lot of effects for the sticker widget itself, so it's used usually in news websites. Let's drag in advanced carousel. You can see the back to top button here that we set in the customizer earlier, so it works within the theme itself. Let's click on this plus button, and there's something called magic button. It's basically huge set of templates that come bundled again with this theme. I'll show you that in a bit. So you can click on plus, select the structure. This is all the usual Elementor stuff that you could expect. We can drag in the advanced carousel under this. So once I drag the advanced carousel here, you can see the background color that we set earlier in the customizer area. You can override that by clicking on this section and choosing a different color for your section. Let's pick a lighter shade. That would look better. So you can adjust the transparency with the slider. I'll just make it this transparent. Let's customize the widget itself. Let's add an image. I'll do it quickly. I'll not waste time showing this. So your advanced carousel would look something like this with all the settings. You can tweak each of the settings. You can tweak the background of the section itself. Again, it's all Elementor. There's nothing new in here. It's all the Elementor interface that you already know. So content type, you can either choose default or you can choose a template within each slide. So that's really handy. So that's the reason why it's called advanced carousel. You can either choose enter static text, or you can also include a template within a slide. How cool is that? There's a lot of plugins that we'll cover gradually in the CrocBlock tutorials. So there's a playlist on the channel called CrocBlock tutorials. So we'll be covering each and every feature of each and every plugin of the CrocBlock package. So all the Jet tabs, Jet plugins, Jet blocks, we'll go through each one of them and we'll cover them in detail and some creative uses to them. But in this video, I just wanted to show you that all this is included right within this theme. So there's also animated text. Let's put it somewhere. I'll just drag it right within here. So you can see those neat little animations. Again, let's customize the animations. So you can tweak the animations. Those are really amazing. Let's also view a few other widgets. And the list goes on and on. So there are filters. Again, we'll cover all this when we talk about each of these widgets. But as you can see, you don't even need Elementor Pro because these Jet suite of plugins are huge and it really takes a lot of time. You need to put a lot of time into this and there's a lot to learn here. Okay, now we're back in our dashboard. I'll hover over Monstroid 2. I'll just click on my library. Like I said, this will have all the header, footer, archives page and all that. So it's all powered by the Jet theme core. You can see that here. So let's click on add new. You can select a header, footer, section, single or archive, similar to what you can do with Elementor Pro. I already have something set up. So I'll just go over here. I'll click on edit with Elementor. And there's another notable feature in Elementor Pro that's also included in this suite of plugins. It's the conditions feature, which I'll show you in a bit. So conditions allow you to show these templates such as header, footer on only certain pages. Also, that also applies to your archives page. So you can have only one design for one particular kind of category and a different design for other category. So conditions are really powerful. We'll get into that in a bit. So this is the Elementor head footer. I can simply remove this, and then there's something called magic button. This basically is a ton of templates similar to what Elementor has. So Elementor has the templates button, and when you click on magic button, you get all the amazing templates designed for that. Not only for header, you also have for footers, you also have templates for sections, you also have templates for archives. Anyway, since we're building our footer, we'll just focus on the footers page. So I just chose a footer from the list of footers. I just chose this one. I just clicked on insert and inserted the footer, and just like that you have your footer. You can customize this to match your website. So quick links, about us, subscribe. It also included a subscribe button. I think this is a form, so it's a subscribe widget. Again, you can go through that. This will allow you to redirect it to certain pages or link it to something else. So we just have a brand new footer. You can click on update. You can also click on the settings cog and click on conditions, and here you can choose where this footer should appear. So you can choose entire site, you can choose singular, so maybe on a single page or post or any custom post type, or archives, and you can also specify which archives. Maybe archives are basically different kinds of categories, tags. Archives are the pages which are generated by WordPress dynamically. You don't have to do anything. So categories, tags, authors, all these, they have their own dynamic pages that get updated as you add content within that. So if you add a new post within a new category, that archive will have that particular post. You're not adding it to that category. It's all done by WordPress. So singular are the ones that you statically create. Let's choose entire site, click on update, and that's how you add conditions to any of these theme parts. Let's go back to theme parts again. Let's go back to header. I'll just quick edit this. Since it's a draft, I'll change it to published. I'll click on update. So the header elements is live. So header and footer will be live on our website. Let's go ahead and check them out. So this is our website, the header and the footer that we just downloaded. So it will be available across the whole website, and you can change these pages, customize them using Elementor. And not just header and footer, you can also build archive pages. So you can choose archive from here. You can build a new archives page. Let's call it all archives design. Click on create template, and you can pick from the magic button templates or from any other designs that you want. You can choose widgets, you can get creative with it. And also the magic button is also available within any page, post or custom post type. So even here you can click on magic button, and you can add any pages, sections or templates to your designs. So as you can see, there are ton of templates that you can choose from. So different home pages, different about pages. You can also click this to filter them out. So different coming soon pages, and there's just ton of it. The list goes on and on. So all this for a single purchase of $75, and for a plugin and for a theme that's actually built to work with Elementor free version, not the pro version, because most themes are usually designed to work with Elementor Pro version. They would encourage you to purchase Elementor Pro, but this theme rather includes all the functionality within that single compact package. So that's a quick overview of the Monstroid 2 theme from TemplateMonster.com. I'll leave a link to this in the description. I'll just wrap it up for you. So here's the thing. So these are the main reasons why you should get Monstroid theme if you're wondering to purchase a theme, and if you're not willing to buy Elementor Pro on its own again. This theme works with Elementor out of the box, so that's the first big advantage. Unlike other themes that from Theme Forest, which are optimized for WP Bakery Builder, this theme is optimized for Elementor Page Builder, and that gives you a big advantage to work because you can add and download any add-ons on your website that work really well with Elementor. It's a vibrant ecosystem out there. The second big thing is that it's a one-time payment. You're not paying for a subscription. So it's a one-time payment. You don't, unless and until you want to install it on another site, you don't have to buy it anything, and you receive updates. And of course the support is limited to 1 year, I guess. The third thing is that it comes bundled with Jet suite of plugins, which let you do pretty much anything that you dream of. So you don't even need Elementor Pro for this. So that's a big advantage that this theme has over other themes such as Astra Pro and others. So that's pretty much it for this review. Again, we'll be diving deep into this theme as time permits, but that's a quick brief overview of Monstroid 2 theme from TemplateMonster.com. I'll leave a link to this theme in the description. You can purchase it from that link. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know what you guys think of this theme and the value it offers, especially for 75 bucks. Let's discuss about this theme, and there are a lot more reviews and tutorials coming on this theme in the near future. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you didn't already. I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.